Street photography. It's easier than you think. So come on and let's go do it. Hey, it's your host Wilmore again with Somewhere in America. And today we are talking about street photography. Now, street photography is really easy than you think. Okay? One of the things you want to remember then when you're doing street photography, you guys will probably see that I got my split screen on, is that you want to make sure that you got your settings right on your camera. You don't be fumbling around, because what you'll do is that you'll end up missing the shot. Street photography, it's all about the moment. It's all about getting in the zone. I mean, seeing things real quick, taking pictures. Now, one of the things that I love so much about my Sony A6000 is that, guess what? Because it has a flip screen on it, I could actually do it like the old days when you used to take the old cameras and look down and see the lens. And it's very inconspicuous. That's what you want to do. When I have my camera like this and I'm doing street shooting, I don't put any strings or cords on there because I don't want to draw any attention to myself. So what I do, so I'm able to go ahead and, pretty much get close to people and get in the zone. Generally, when you're doing street photography, you always want to also to keep a lens on your camera, maybe a 50mm. Like I have a 50mm on mine, 1.8. But I keep my settings about an f8, and let me see, my ISO about 250. So that's pretty good for like outside here. And so you just walk around very, very casually and just kind of stay in the zone. I mean, just keep in the zone. A lot of times, street photography, it's not always necessarily getting people. Sometimes it might be a particular scene on the street. Say for instance, like this door right here. It's pretty cool right here. So I would go ahead and maybe just grab a shot, something like this. It's pretty cool. Anyway. Always good also to come around to an area where there's just a lot of activity going on. I don't see a lot of activity going on around here today. Generally it is. There are guys in here that are working. There's always some type of machinery, something going on. Well, machinery. People coming down the road. I'm gonna walk up here to the street, and I'm probably gonna get maybe some shots of people doing some things. Also, whenever you're doing street photography, there are some don'ts. All right, they ain't just do's, but it's some don'ts. You really don't want to get up into people's faces. You really don't want to invade their privacy or invade their space. A lot of times, they just really, really don't like that. And you don't want to look like the weirdo with the camera, or look like the tourist with the camera. So you always want to make sure that you're just in the zone, get close and personal to them. Actually, the closer you get to the people, they're not bothered that you have a camera, because they might assume that you're just doing it for a project or doing anything. Now, people have always asked me, well, isn't there any legal ramifications to doing street shooting? No, not at all. It is all under our laws here in America. It is considered nothing but public information, or public. I'm trying to think of the kind of word to use in the law. But it's pretty much like if it's just a public scene, you're doing a lot of public shooting. You don't necessarily have to get it. Now, I shoot for a local paper here. And if I'm shooting a particular scene, like a parade or something, and there's a group of people in the parade, or a group of people in the picture that's at the parade, I don't have to get all their names or phone numbers or ages or anything like that. It is considered pretty much totally called public domain. So, they don't necessarily have to do anything like that. Wow, that's pretty cool right here. I like the idea of the little toilet. Let me see if I can. Pretty cool. Let me see if I can get something a little bit better here. It's pretty cool. I like that. Interesting shot. A lot of times when I'm doing street shooting, sometimes I'll find some other interesting things besides just just shooting people. But it's a great way to get out and to really, oh, this is real cool here. This is real cool. Let me go, I'm gonna take my setting down from F8 to maybe 5.6. Also too, I'm shooting on aperture priority, not manual or not P mode. And I shoot on aperture priority primarily because I want to be able to capture all that action in those scenes and be able to freeze them. I like this little look right here of the tires. And I think what I'm going to do is that you see how it is with the tires, and you have the rocks here in the wood and all of that. I think that'll be a nice little scene to set up right about there. So let me go ahead and flip this screen up. Also too, that's why I love it, like a 50 millimeter or a 35 millimeter. It allows you to get up a little closer. It's also really smelling like really pissy over there. So you kind of know who's been over there or been hanging around there. Real sad in our country that we have all this real estate, we have all this land, and we still can't build enough housing to accommodate people. It really sucks. At least give people a decent living, a decent chance to do something. I'm gonna go down the street right here and see if I can check out anything. See the guy right there walking across the street. One thing about this area of town that I've always noticed is that you get a lot of different smells. There's a lot of different restaurants, businesses. Oh, you got the laundry. You got the laundry house over there. That might be a pretty good place to go over there and maybe see if I can see anything without, weirding out people. Let me go over there and see if I can probably act as if I'm using my ATM card. See if I can get an ATM. Hope I don't get in trouble for jaywalking. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go covert, go silent. But you'll be all be able to see it. Pretty cool shot right there. Here's my fake looking at the ATM machine. Pretty good shots. So I was able to do it. Anyway, go ahead and head on out. Watch this. That's the reason why I like my flip screen, so I can actually take pictures walking down the street. That guy kind of put his hand put his hand over his hat because he didn't want me to see him. But guess what? It's still made for a pretty good shot. Some people are, boy, I tell you, in this area right here, there's a lot of people that are like wanted for the, by the law and stuff. So they do little things like that. Hope y'all can see me. It's all good. So pretty much when it comes to street shooting, that's pretty much the simple gig to it. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna ride on downtown, see if I can probably go to another area and see if I can catch some more stuff that we can go ahead and do some street shooting with. So I'll talk with y'all in a minute. Now sometimes when I'm riding in my car and I really can't get that up and close shot real quick, I generally keep my camera on and I go ahead and try to get a shot, say of some people standing somewhere, standing at a bus stop or something like that. That's another way you can do it if you can't get out your car, because I know that a lot of times when you're in the city, it's like real hard to find a place to park, and sometimes you got to just do what you got to do in order to get that street shot. So I'm headed downtown and into the city, and I know that it's real rough to find a parking space. So I'm going to show you how I strategically get images just in my car. Now the hard thing about it is that generally using a 50mm that wouldn't work, so you want to probably use something like a let me get that out the way. There we go. You want to get something like a maybe one of my 55-200 or something with a good zoom lens on it to try to get that image. But we'll see. Once we get down there, we'll find out. We'll see if we can scrounge up or scavenge a little parking space somewhere so we can go ahead and just do our thing. So I'll see y'all in just a hot second. Like I told you guys, you notice that you see that it's very, very congested down here in the city, and a lot of times it's hard to get a parking space, but there's a lot of activity in the city. So whenever you're street shooting, generally when I come down here, I just go ahead and park. I'm not going to park today. I've been out all day long, and I have gotten a lot of shots for you guys so that you can actually see some pretty cool street shots. So anyway, now that's something that's pretty interesting over there. It's called the Christmas, something that they do for Christmas. It's like a lot of vendors. You really can't see it. Now, I actually would have to park if I wanted to get to see that. And there is probably, like over there, you could see that? Just a lot of shopping right through there. And it's a lot of people standing around, a lot of people shopping. I don't know, I might try to find a spot and go over there and do something. So, I hope you all enjoyed this segment of Somewhere in America. I really have. Smells pretty good down here. I might stop and go get me some, a little late lunch. Anyway, so as I always say, God bless you all. Don't forget to subscribe right there, or the button down below. Leave comments, complaints. If you have any ideas, or if it's anything you want to see me do, please go ahead and do that. Forgive me for saying I always say But anyway, God bless, and as I always say, if you can't say anything nice, stick a shoe in your mouth, keep it moving. God bless.